Thank you. Oh. Thank you. We have no sound here. Hello? Hello? Thank you. You may be seated. On this beautiful spring morning, it's a pleasure to welcome you, graduates, spouses, parents, families, friends, and guests, to the 2022 College of Engineering Convocation. We are so honored to have among our distinguished guests the recently inaugurated 17th President of the University of Utah, Taylor Randall. And the Grand Marshal of our convocation today is the U's President Emeritus and Distinguished Professor of Chemical Engineering, David W. Pershing. We're also pleased to have with us two of the university's trustees, Randy Shumway and Steve Price. I also wish to recognize my outstanding associate deans, Sneha Kasera and Kevin Whitty, and the department chairs who are sitting on the front row. Our convocation exercises will begin with a rendition of the national anthem by Daniel Tu'utau. Would the audience please rise?
Oh, say, see, by the dawn's early light, what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. And the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you. It's now my great pleasure to invite President Randall to address you graduates.
What an honor to be in front of so many individuals who have put in so much hard work to become the future builders of our nation and our world. Congratulations, graduates. Little known fact, I actually spent at least 6 classes of my PhD in a systems engineering department. I have a remarkable respect, let's call it that way, for what you do in this college. It was a set of classes that challenged me beyond being challenged in any way I'd ever been challenged before. So I congratulate you on your expertise and what you're able to do. I want to give you one thought today by way of perhaps a small little story. And I hope that you can put this in context of what you have learned here, because I think there are attributes that you have yet to learn that you'll need to blend with your engineering education that will make you truly successful. A long time ago, two friends awoke one morning to take a hike. That hike was to go see one of the most incredible castles and mansions that had ever been built in the history of the world. It only opened once or twice a year to outsiders. They were eager to get one of the first tickets, and they were. They took an amazing tour, and they marveled at the engineering that put this together. At the end of the tour, they came to the top of a hill, and there was a pool. And in that pool were alligators. Of course, everyone had a little bit of a question. They asked the great person who had constructed this great castle, why are these alligators in this pool? He said, to remind me of the courage it takes to do great things. And in fact, if any of you want to swim across this pool, I will give you anything you desire. Well, everyone laughed and began to walk around the pool and finish the tour until they all heard a splash. And they turned around, and there were those two young men swimming for their lives across the pool. Gasping for air, they pulled themselves up on the other side, miraculously unscathed. And of course, the great man looked at them and said, no one's ever done that. What would you want? What would you like? And the two of them unanimously and together said, what we would like is to know who pushed us into the pool. Today, we push you into a pool. A pool that will require courage so that every one of the skills, every one of the derivatives that you have taken over the past few years can actually build a world that we will all be proud of. So with that, may I congratulate you once again. Go make us proud and be courageous. Thank you.
Thank you, President Randall, for taking time to participate in our convocation. But even more, thank you for your enthusiastic support of the engineering programs and the engineering students. Congratulations to all of you who are receiving degrees at this convocation. It's challenging enough to earn a degree in computer science or engineering, but your class has had the unique experience of doing it during a pandemic. In the middle of spring semester 2020, all of your courses were suddenly moved online. We expected the coronavirus to be gone by summer, but the following year, most of your courses were still taught on Zoom. Graduate students had to deal with closed research labs and travel bans, which delayed their progress toward graduation. Some of you lost loved ones to COVID-19 or contracted the disease yourself and had to be isolated. Many more were exposed to it and had to quarantine. Separation from family, classmates, friends, and even family due to lockdowns was hard on students' emotional health. It's safe to say that both students and faculty were exhausted by the pandemic. Fortunately, we're now moving from pandemic to endemic, and this academic year we were able to have a more normal educational experience. It is wonderful to be able to hold our convocation here in the Huntsman Center again, as is our tradition. Speaking for the faculty, I commend you graduates for your adaptability and tenacity. It is now time to celebrate this major academic milestone with friends who've shared your educational journey and with family members who've enabled your success through their financial and emotional support. You are graduating at an interesting time when there's war abroad, runaway inflation at home, geopolitical strife, and much contention in our own society. But because of your decision to choose a rigorous degree program and stick with it to completion, you not only have great job prospects, but you now have the ability to help solve the world's challenges in energy, food, water, and security, just to name a few. We live in the age of technology, created largely by engineers and computer scientists. Our physical comfort, productivity, and ability to communicate, access information, and travel are unparalleled in history. And even medicine and entertainment are now highly dependent upon technology. Your education has taught you to think logically, work in teams, and analyze problems based upon the facts. These general skills, as well as your specific disciplinary knowledge, are needed in the world and are in demand from employers. You have a strong background in math and science, excuse me, but you also have been able to use your creativity. As Theodore von Karman, a famous aerospace engineer, said, "Scientists discover the world that exists. Engineers create the world that never was." Engineers are inventors, always trying to improve our quality of life. The University of Utah is known for entrepreneurism, and much of that reputation rests upon our college. I'll give you some detail to justify that statement. Since 2006, the College of Engineering faculty and students have produced 1,113 invention disclosures and 356 US patents, resulting in 115 technology license agreements and 98 startup companies. In the past 3 years, engineering has had twice as many invention disclosures per faculty member as the next closest college, which is pharmacy, and 4 times as many as the third highest, which is medicine. No other college is even close. This has been a good year for the university. We are delighted that Taylor Randall was inaugurated as its new president. He recognizes the importance of engineering to his goal of making the U look like a top 10 public university. President Randall would like to grow our student body from the 34,500 it is now to 40,000. The College of Engineering will be an important contributor to that. In the past decade, the U's undergraduate enrollment grew by 1,575. During that time, engineering's undergraduate enrollment grew by 2,059. We accounted for 100% of the university's undergraduate growth and backfilled another 484 seats. For the college to continue to grow, we have to have more physical space. We are thrilled to finally have university and legislative permission to move forward with the design of our next building, an iconic structure to house the School of Computing that will be located between the Warnock and Sorensen buildings. I expect our enrollment to continue to be the fastest growing on campus. When I arrived at the U in 2004, 7% of the freshman class was coming into engineering. Our share has grown to more than 21%. The College of Engineering now has 6,411 majors, the most of any college. The number of graduates has more than tripled to 1,146 last year, and I can tell you that the 2022 graduating class, which includes summer and fall graduates from last year, as well as this year's spring graduates, will be, by a comfortable margin, the largest on record, as 1,361 of you have officially graduated or applied for graduation. President Randall has also set a goal of reaching $1 billion in externally funded research. Again, the College of Engineering will play an important part in making that happen. Our research expenditures have quadrupled to $100 million in the past 2 decades. We need to more than double them again in the next decade. A big help with that regard will be the super agreement that was recently signed with the Idaho National Laboratory, which gives the U Most Favored Nation status in partnering on research with INL. The fact that INL chose the U as a partner says a lot about the value of your degrees. But our greatest contribution to the state and the nation is not the research, inventions, or startup companies. It is the human capital that is represented by you BS, MS, and PhD graduates of the class of 2022. It is a joy for us to see you grow from enthusiastic young freshmen to graduates who've developed the knowledge and confidence to the point that you can do very impressive senior projects. And for those of you whom we have advised as graduate students, we feel like your academic parents, very proud to see you mature into master's graduates or become world experts in your area as you receive a PhD degree. You graduates are about to join the alumni ranks, taking your first real job or moving on to graduate school. Despite the daunting domestic and world events, I am confident that your University of Utah educational experience, including the pandemic semesters, will serve you well in the years to come. Your families, friends, and faculty all celebrate with you the momentous achievement of graduating from very demanding programs under extraordinary circumstances. You are well equipped to help solve the challenges that lie ahead. Congratulations on your graduation and best wishes for success and satisfaction in your careers and in your lives. Before we award diplomas, we will recognize some faculty, students, and friends who've made outstanding contributions to the college. An indication of the quality of the young faculty we've hired is the number of them who receive Early Career Development Awards. The National Science Foundation Career Award supports the research of junior faculty members who exemplify outstanding research and teaching. Would these faculty who've received the NSF Career Award in the past year please stand and be recognized as I read their names? Mostafa Sarai Ardakani, Chung-Wei Huang, Wei-Win Ji, Ming-Yu Ji, Ming-Shi Liu, Jason Weesey, and Shandian Si. Other organizations also give early career awards. I'd like to recognize Tara Mastron, who received the Department of Energy Career Award this year. Tara is not with us today because she gave birth to a baby boy last week. We congratulate her on both accomplishments. Next, I'll announce the recipients of university-level awards. The inaugural John G. Francis Prize for Undergraduate Student Mentoring will be given to Professor Taylor Sparks from Material Science and Engineering. Professor Sparks is in Chicago today giving a talk at the Department of Defense workshop, so we'll have to find another time to present him with this award. It is most appropriate that he was selected to receive it, as he has acted as a research mentor for 85 undergraduate students, has founded an NSF summer program in sustainable materials for undergraduate students from around the country, and has written more than 1,000 letters of recommendation for students. Professor Sparks co-founded a podcast about materials and involves undergraduates to help with its hosting, production, editing, and marketing. More than half of his technical publications include at least one undergraduate, and all 6 of his patents have an undergraduate co-inventor. A hand for Professor Sparks in his absence. The Distinguished Faculty Service Award honors a faculty member whose work includes a strong component of service to the community. We are delighted that this year, Professor Stephen Bartlett is a recipient of this award for leading a number of impactful public service projects for the Civil and Environmental Engineering Department, which are examples of the societal impact had by our faculty and students. Would you please stand, Steve? In engineering, students do capstone projects that bring together the knowledge and skills learned throughout their curriculum. In Dr. Bartlett's capstone courses, he has selected projects that give students the experience of working with community leaders, analyzing trade-offs among multiple interested parties, and that result in real improvements for the citizens of the community. Examples of such projects are the studies the students did of Big and Little Cottonwood Canyons, with the focus on reduction of traffic congestion, trail improvements, and protection of the watershed. A number of their recommendations have already been implemented, and their studies provide the analysis needed to support current discussions about the future of these canyons. Thank you, Steve. To recognize tenured faculty members who've made significant scholarly contributions to their fields, the Vice President for Research established the Distinguished Research Award. Nominees are evaluated on the impact and significance of their career-long research. I'm pleased to announce that Professor Cobus van der Merwe received the Distinguished Research Award this year. Cobus, would you please stand? Professor van der Merwe is the J. LaPro Professor and Director of the Flux Research Group in the School of Computing. He joined the university in 2012 from AT&T Labs. He does networking systems research in a broad range of areas. He is the principal investigator and director of the Powder Project, an NSF-funded mobile and wireless research test bed that encompasses the university campus and part of downtown Salt Lake City. Powder is one of the key platforms for experimenting with open radio access network technologies, a future generation of wireless communication. In addition to use by University of Utah researchers, Powder has hosted more than 650 external users who have run more than 12,000 experiments on it. Please join me in congratulating Professor van der Merwe for his Distinguished Research Award. The rank of Distinguished Professor is reserved for faculty members whose achievements exemplify the highest standards of scholarship, international stature, and dedication to teaching, mentoring, and service. I'm delighted to recognize Dr. Feng Liu, who received this distinction at the commencement exercises last evening. Professor Liu, will you please stand? Dr. Liu is the Ivan B. Cutler Professor of Materials Science and Engineering. Since joining the University of Utah in the year 2000, Professor Liu has become one of the world's leading experts in the fields of surface science and thin films, with the current focus on low-dimensional, nano, quantum, and topological materials. He served as chair of the Department of Materials Science and Engineering for 8 years. Professor Liu has published more than 320 research papers that have been cited more than 18,000 times. He received the Senior Humboldt Award and is a Fellow of the American Physical Society. He was given the Distinguished Scholarly and Creative Research Award by the University of Utah in 2019. In addition to an outstanding record of fundamental research, Professor Liu has 10 patents issued or pending and has co-founded 2 startup companies. Please join me in congratulating Professor Feng Liu. There are a couple of other external awards that I'm pleased to announce. The National Academy of Inventors recognizes researchers who have created outstanding inventions that have made a tangible impact on the quality of life, economic development, and welfare of society. This academic year, we were pleased that Professors Gerald Stringfellow and Bruce Gale were inducted as new fellows. Distinguished Professor Stringfellow is known for the development of organometallic vapor phase epitaxy, a technique that enabled the cost-effective production of light-emitting diodes. The conversion from incandescent and fluorescent lights to LED lighting would not have happened without his technological contributions. LED backlit TVs, computer monitors, and cell phone screens all owe their existence to his research. Dr. Stringfellow is a recipient of the International Organization for Crystal Growth's Frank Prize and a member of the National Academy of Engineering. He is unable to be with us today, but let's give him a round of applause. I invite our other new National Academy of Inventors Fellow, Professor Bruce Gale, to please stand and be recognized. Dr. Gale's research is focused on microfluidics for biomedical applications. He has graduated 28 PhD students, and he currently advises 10 PhD students. He has published more than 150 journal articles and 300 conference papers. He has 25 issued patents and has founded 6 companies. Professor Gale developed the cyclical electrical field flow fractionation technique, which is used to separate particles in sizes from nano to macro range. His microfluidics technologies are used in drug development, DNA extraction, fertility treatments, and pathogen detection. 17 of the 20 major pharmaceutical companies are now using products produced by his Cartera company, and several of them use these technologies in their development of vaccines against COVID-19. Professor Gale is a Fulbright specialist in India in microfluidics. At the university, he has received the Distinguished Research Award and Distinguished Mentor Award. Next week, he will also be given the Utah Governor's Model for Science and Technology. Please join me in congratulating Dr. Gale for his induction into the National Academy and his Governor's Medal. Each year at Convocation, the College of Engineering presents the Distinguished Service Award to an individual who has given extraordinary service to the university. This year, we are honoring J. Stephen Price, who is the founder of Price Real Estate. Steve, would you please join me at the podium? In addition to his role as a University of Utah trustee, Steve has given countless hours of volunteer service as a high-level advocate, lobbyist, and one-man cheerleader for the College of Engineering. His efforts during the past year were key to the success of several major initiatives, including legislative funding for the John and Marcia Price Computing and Engineering Building and the super agreement with the Idaho National Laboratory that will greatly expand research opportunities for University of Utah faculty and students. As liaison to the John and Marcia Price Family Foundation, Steve led the effort that resulted in the family's $15 million contribution to the new building. We will spend the next year in the planning and design of this new structure, which will become the heart of computing on campus. Through all of these efforts, Steve has become a trusted advisor and friend. He champions the cause for excellence in engineering education and understands the importance of the contributions you will make as engineering and computer science graduates. In addition to Steve's role as a U of U trustee, he is a board member of EDC Utah, the World Trade Center Utah, the Utah Sports Commission. He has been an active member of the Young Presidents Organization since 1996, the Utah World Presidents Organization since 2013, and served as the private sector co-chair of the Salt Lake City 2026 Olympic Winter Games Exploratory Committee. Steve also chairs the Salt Lake City Airport Advisory Board. Steve's work ethic, drive, and entrepreneurial spirit were forged by his parents. He wrote, "As the oldest child, I grew up in a family with a mother who was a fifth-generation Utahn and a father who was a Holocaust survivor born in Germany. By the time I was born, my father was constructing commercial buildings for many of the largest and leading businesses of the time. At the same time, my mother was dedicated to building and giving back to the arts and education. Beginning with early childhood conversations at the dinner table, the family ethos we ingested was hard work and ingenuity, combined with giving back to people and communities." After earning his stripes in the family business, Steve founded Price Real Estate in 2002. Today, Price Real Estate is a fully integrated commercial real estate company with properties ranging from undeveloped parcels of land to master plan business parks. At the U, Steve has held volunteer leadership positions with the David Eccles School of Business, Health Science Advocates, and the President's Club Committee. 10 of the Price family members, at least, are graduates of the University of Utah. We are extremely grateful, Steve, for your many contributions to the college as advisor, benefactor, and friend. I have a plaque for you. Hang on. In addition to this plaque, we will award a $2,500 scholarship in your name in recognition of the recipient's academic achievements and service to the community. Thank you, Steve, for all of your support, and congratulations on this, our highest honor. I'm now pleased to announce the College of Engineering Outstanding Dissertation Awards, which are presented to PhD graduates in recognition of exceptionally impactful research reported in their doctoral dissertations. This year we gave 2 outstanding dissertation awards, one to Brian Zanger in biomedical engineering, whose dissertation was titled Experimental Examination of Partial Occlusion Acute Myocardial Ischemia, and the other to Lan Pham in mechanical engineering, whose dissertation was titled Forces and Torques Induced by Rotating Magnetic Dipole Fields Enables Dexterous Manipulation of Non-Magnetic Objects. These students were advised by Doctors Rob McLeod and Jake Abbott, respectively. These outstanding dissertation awardees were not able to travel back for our convocation, but we congratulate them and look forward to following their careers and research contributions in the future. Each year, we recognize a graduating senior who has shown outstanding leadership in student organizations. We're impressed that our student leaders find time to serve their peers in addition to doing their own schoolwork. As a means of recognizing such service, we have established the Outstanding Student Leadership Award. This year's recipient is Travis Siemens. Travis, please join me at the podium. Travis is graduating with combined BS and MS degrees in biomedical engineering. As co-chair of the student chapter of the Biomedical Engineering Society, Travis started a peer mentoring program, organized departmental town halls, initiated the BME tutoring program, and collaborated with faculty to bring awareness to student mental health during the COVID-19 pandemic. Travis has been a team leader in Professor Tara Dean's Applied Synthetic Biology Lab. Congratulations, Travis, on your outstanding record. We've asked Travis to be our student speaker this year, so I'll turn the time over to him.
I want to speak to everyone, the graduates in front of me, the faculty behind me, and the loved ones all around us. Each of our journeys is unique, and today, in this building, in this moment, our journeys are intersecting. We're here to celebrate earning a degree in engineering. Today, this accomplishment means more than it ever has before. In addition to all the normal requirements to graduate, we've endured a pandemic, earthquakes, and Zoom fatigue. Those of us not earning a degree today, we've all endured similar challenges. Simply being here means that we are capable of thriving in the most challenging situations. When I was in 5th grade, I went to Astro Camp. It's a themed summer camp about space. And the first thing you do at Astro Camp is memorize the camp motto. I designed my own future. All that I want to become is available to me through determination, goal setting, good study habits, pride in my accomplishments, and service to others. Over the past couple years, those words, I design my own future, have become my personal motto. There is so much I can't control. Politics, natural disasters, viruses, but what I can control is myself. I design my own future, and believing this brings me peace. Designing your own future means you get to define success for yourself. But be careful, because society will try to do it for you. We are constantly rated with letters and numbers, final grades, GPA, credit scores, and income. I invite all of us to step away from that. Letters and numbers, even a whole book of them, could never define you. You are the only person that can define yourself, and your definition of success is valid. I believe people are inherently good. I believe we are good. Trust your vision of success and follow it. It's going to look different for each of us. Some of us will start working for companies. Some will start their own companies. Some will feel their path is conventional, and others will feel theirs is unconventional. Whatever your path is, it is valid. There are times when our design for the future looks so different from what others expect that we feel scared. 5 years ago, I knew I was gay, but I wished I wasn't. I didn't want to face discrimination, or weird looks, or self-shame. I wanted my journey to match what I thought was normal. Then I came to the U. I saw a diversity I had never experienced before, a diversity that told me I was safe. Marianne Williamson had it right when they said, "Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we're powerful beyond measure." As we are liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others. This is exactly what happened to me when I came to the U. I felt liberated to be myself. As I saw others celebrate their identity, I learned to celebrate my own, and my goals and vision for the future seemed more attainable. Whatever your identity is, it is a beautiful facet of humanity. And if you don't believe me, just look around. This arena is full of people, and each is celebrating a unique and beautiful identity. As we learn to love ourselves, we are enabled to design our futures. Today, as graduates, we have accomplished something amazing, but I would submit to you that you will be just as amazing and accomplished tomorrow, and the day after that, and always. Not every day will have a gathering of thousands to celebrate you, but you are always worthy of that. This level of celebration is you. You are success and value and beauty. Nothing could ever change that. When I was little, role models played an important role. I looked up to my parents and I thought they must be perfect. I looked up to cartoon characters and hoped that one day I could be as smart and brave and fearless as them. Now, today, we are the role models. We are the people others will look up to. We are the next generation of engineers, scientists, parents, artists, and leaders. As engineers, we have the ability not only to design our future, but to design the future. And you know what the most beautiful part is? We're not perfect. Imperfection is an inherent part of success. As I look back over my college journey, I couldn't tell you how many mistakes I've made. And yet, here we are, graduating. I believe the greatest value of an education is not to learn how to get the right answer. It's to show you it's okay when you get a different answer. When your answer or the outcome of your efforts is different from what you expect, it does not mean you are wrong. It means you are learning. It means you are innovative. And it might mean you have discovered something better. Potato chips, sticky notes, induced pluripotent stem cells. All of these are the result of supposedly failed or incorrect experiments, and yet we consider them as major successes. That's because failure and success are linked. Failure is the foundation of success. I believe the greatest threat to our happiness is believing we have not already made it. If success is always in the past, or in the future, or on some pedestal, it will always feel separate from you. The only version of yourself you have is the person you are today. Celebrate who you are now. Your success is not waiting at the end of a long journey. Your success is the journey. We are all incredible beyond measure. If we could understand how amazing and miraculous each of us is, we would see the beauty that is humanity. Today, you shine brightly. You also did yesterday, and the day before, and the time you felt overwhelmed. You will shine with the radiance of success tomorrow, and when you get your dream job, and when you have a bad day. You are always shining. As you design your future, design without limits. Let yourself strive for any dream, no matter how big or small it seems. But do not believe your success is pending or that it hinges on any specific outcome. Your brilliance, your inherent goodness is permanent. Thank you.
Thank you, Travis, and best wishes for the future. We're proud of the many students who have earned honors of various kinds. I refer you to the listing of these in the Convocation program. There are 15 pages of individual honors, so obviously there's not time for me to read all of them. I do want to bring attention to just a few of these. I am happy to recognize the 52 students this year who graduated with an honors degree or honors certificate. Would the engineering honors graduates please stand so we can recognize you? We're also pleased that 8 College of Engineering graduates were awarded National Science Foundation Graduate Research Fellowships this year. I invite all of you who've received one of these prestigious fellowships either this year or in the past, whether your undergraduate degree was from the U or some other school, to stand and be recognized. The Office of Undergraduate Research gives one outstanding undergraduate research award per college. This year's recipient from our college is Katrina Lee from Chemical Engineering. Katrina, would you please stand? Right over here. The College of Engineering has far more undergraduate researchers than any other college, so this is indeed a significant recognition. Congratulations, Katrina, and thank you for representing all of our other undergraduate researchers so well. And finally, this year, we have 3 graduates who have earned the Engineering Entrepreneurship Certificate, which is awarded jointly by the College of Engineering and the School of Business. Would the following please stand as I read your names? Sierra Freitas is a bachelor's graduate in materials science. Andrew Fry is a master's graduate in mechanical engineering. And Arthur Stewart is receiving both BS and MS degrees in mechanical engineering. As I have said, entrepreneurism is one of our signature characteristics in the college, and we're pleased to have this academic program that gives students the background to excel in this area. We will now award the diplomas. Students with degrees from material science and engineering, electrical and computer engineering, School of Computing and Entertainment Arts and Engineering will receive their diplomas on the south side, on my left. Those receiving degrees from biomedical, chemical, civil and environmental, and mechanical engineering will receive their degrees on the north side, to my right. Faculty and department chairs who will be involved in the hooding of PhD candidates should proceed to the sides of the arena with the platform party. As some students come forward, you will notice that they are wearing an orange cord on their regalia. This signifies that they were in the top 10% of their department's graduating class. Other cords represent other types of honors. I invite Trustee Shumway and Associate Dean Whitty to congratulate the students on the north side. Associate Dean Casera, Trustee Price, and I will congratulate the graduates on the south side. We'll excuse President Randall at this time, who needs to go to Senator Hatch's funeral. Thank you. Let's go.
Doctor of Philosophy in Materials Science and Engineering, Chong Lai.
Stephen LaBelle.
And now candidate for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Electrical and Computer Engineering, Shuling Cheng.
Taylor Christian Hansen.
Avishan Bajinazad.
Hannah Marie Northrup.
Mackenzie Wibbles.
Aparna Chakalakal.
Tawfiq Ahmed.
Jonathan Emmons.
Naila Tasneem.
And now, candidates for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Chemical Engineering. Joshua Robert Malzahn.
Richard Allred.
Shruti Hedge.
David Haub.
Kamaljit Kaur.
Syed Abdullah Sadat.
Mu'taz Shiha.
Monjurul Meme. Mashad Udin Saleh.
Hong Zhao.
Pranith Ranga.
Elizabeth Armstrong.
Vikas Rao.
Tasmia Tasneem.
Samuel Kingston.
Josephine McBrayer.
Shashank Pandey.
Yalga Safari.
Aishwaridev Banerjee.
And now, candidates for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Civil and Environmental Engineering. Anurag Upatehi.
Candidate for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Computer Science. Pruthiva Maheshakya Wijawardene.
Stephen Kavanaugh.
Saeed Taheri.
Eric Christian Edelman.
William Gallard Hatch.
Chao Chung.
Vidi Zala.
Ching Jiao Wang.
Candidates for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Computing, Mohsen Abbasi.
Candidates for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Nuclear Engineering, Amanda Foley.
Ashkan Bashardust.
Candidates for Doctor of Philosophy in Mechanical Engineering, Lucas Gaubert.
Jimmy Moore. Chris-
Naveed Falahinia.
Chris Campbell.
William Nagel.
John Holman.
Suraj Kamarapu.
Lin Yan. Daki Lin.
Takuro Tokunaga.
David Sikarni.
Dorothy Taylor. Dorothy Gwendolyn Taylor.
Candidates for the degree of Master of Science in Materials Science and Engineering, Hayden Johnson.
Sarvanaj Chaibaj.
Isaac Krieger.
Zahra Gahami.
Candidates for the degree of combined degree of Bachelor of Science and Master of Science in Materials Science and Engineering, Avery James Shumway.
Eric McLean.
Andrew Rain Falkowski. Sydney Deanne Sullivan.
Nicholas Gomez.
Janelle Donegan.
Candidates for the degree of Master of Science in Biomedical Engineering. Lauren Slattery.
Cassidy J. Holdman.
Morgan Heath.
Candidates for the degree of Master of Science in Electrical and Computer Engineering, Aaron Scott Pettit.
Dustin Payne.
Chauncey Robinson Berhold.
Rahul Austin Chinio.
Jacob Bernard Atkinson.
Rich Lisenby.
Audrey Madeline Rubart.
Combined degree of Bachelor of Science and Master of Science in Biomedical Engineering candidates. Samuel Nelson.
Aaron Hillquist.
Emma Page Patterson.
Bhavani Priya Sampath Kumar.
Travis R. Siemens.
Prati Deepta Kairi.
Austin Coleman.
Jameson Bauer.
Marko Miholcic.
Nathan Maurer.
Samantha Brains.
Shyla Seiko Collins.
Emma Slominski.
Kaina Fernandez.
Catherine Augustine, magna cum laude.
Harsha Nori.
Amanda Horiuchi.
Candidates for the degree of Combined Degree of Bachelor of Science and Master of Science in Electrical and Computer Engineering, Jonathan Evans, cum laude.
Catherine Pasqua.
Prinsatura Tara Zamani.
Ethan Joshua Levitt.
Alex Krebs, summa cum laude.
Tyler Noel Slater, cum laude.
Jacob Larkin.
Spencer Peterson.
Bashir Habash.
Candidates for the degree of Combined Degree of Bachelor of Science and Master of Science in Chemical Engineering, Jessica Rose Forsyth.
Brian Daniel Hatasaka.
Candidates for the degree of Master of Science in Civil and Environmental Engineering, Bradley Cottle.
Candidates for the degree of Master of Science in Computer Science, Jacob Kramer.
Rye Weber.
Trisha Gangadhar.
Maria Victoria Bini Farias.
Joshua Ethan McMillan.
Almadi Al-Musawi.
Candidates for the degree of Combined Degree of Bachelor of Science and Master of Science in Computer Science, Matthew Hooper.
Rajendra Kanal.
Sona Torosyan, summa cum laude.
Candidates for the degree of Master of Science in Nuclear Engineering, Scott Miller.
Conley Nguyen.
Ryan Forrester.
Mitchell Talmadge, cum laude.
Candidates for the degree of Master of Science in Mechanical Engineering, Cameron Hartman.
Jared Amen.
Chris Hoskins.
Serena Marie Ashelman.
Andrew Beal Colby.
Alexander Hamrick, summa cum laude.
Scott Michael Tu.
Candidates for the degree of Master of Science in Computing, Liam Moynihan.
Jamie Harridge.
James Matthew Fanton.
Will Riley.
Thomas Gregor. John Guerra.
Al-Mutassim Musa Hamed Rashid Al-Nadabi.
Rachel Bergout.
Faisal Jamil.
Jacob Otter Johnson.
Mohammed Izaz Fida.
Candidates for the degree of Combined Degree of Bachelor of Science and Master of Science in Computing, Jacob Hato.
Kevin Curtis Graff.
Jessica Murdoch.
Barak Belde.
Sunny Siu.
Dallin Scott Krebs.
Kaylin Huang.
Janelle Miller.
JC Alice Naylor.
Kelsey Rayborn.
Candidates for the degree of Master of Software Development, Colin Mitchell. Braden Potter.
Luis Felipe Cordova Ramirez.
Nga Hun.
Stephanie Heidi Weber.
Harold Truong.
Riley Christ.
Candidates for the degree of Master of Entertainment, Arts and Engineering, Jareth Archer.
Andres Rosero.
Emily Gosh.
Daniel Waldrum.
Theodore Grant.
Ryan Harding Miller.
Sharmista Shri Sharma.
Timothy Axberg.
Erica Wood.
Justin David Moody.
Nathaniel Perrin Strohmeyer.
Andrew Iyer.
Patrick Spencer.
Randall Willis Rosenloff.
Rena Linford.
Austin Ron Zobel.
Matthew Slighting.
Matt Laverty.
Sarah Robertson. Sabrina Uy.
David Augusto Herrera Azcarate.
Vienna de Cordier.
David Michael Brashears.
Nicholas Pandalidi.
Brett Moore.
Weilan Shuang.
Alexander Rin.
Tianhong Sheng.
Derek Mauser.
Ray Wong.
Jack Montgomery.
Shilpa Thomas.
Isaac Allaire McDonald.
Saranch Wali.
Katie Besjin.
Brandon Montero.
Matthew Nicholas Goodell.
Codiel Cottrell.
Connolly Buchanan.
Candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Materials Science and Engineering, Emma Brindley. Angelica Madsen.
Julia Dominici.
Rosa Caitlin Ward.
Eric Steenberg.
Farzaneh Abedini.
Bensei Chontosh.
Shaylee Broadbent.
Carter Koch.
Alexi Lauren Olson.
John England.
Matthew Hernandez.
Arthur Johannes Stur.
Ethan Edward Cutler.
Ryan Dalby.
Jeffrey Lingen.
Candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Biomedical Engineering. Anna Busato, cum laude.
Mariella Landale.
Kimberly Ray Sims.
Takara Lee Peterson. Sierra Gem Freitas.
Naleen Vandermerva.
Kaylin Draney.
Katrina Cernucan.
Dane Guile.
Derek Seth Anderson, cum laude.
Candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Electrical Engineering, Brennan Iverson.
Spencer Eiting.
Linda Baker.
Carl Schriever, magna cum laude.
Colin Pollard.
Brendan Olson, cum laude.
Samuel Gerald Hansen.
Andrea Helen Seja, cum laude.
Haley Rolane Tankersley.
Kelsey Elizabeth Todd.
Daniela Penunuri.
Macy Lynn Smith.
Grayson Mitra.
Tavy Parker.
Mark Kramoff.
Arnold Gattaro.
Blaze Ashurst.
Christelle Gattaro.
Harrison Rogers.
Harris Mohammed Benicia.
Axel Albertson.
Samuel Chidi Ahanonu.
Max Moffat. Carter Christensen.
Devaki Abiyankar.
Sean McKellar.
Logan Fisher.
Aiden Jackson.
George Garcia.
Prachi Karna.
Marcelo Correa.
Bradley West.
Elizabeth Sue.
Michael Colin Payne.
Aaliyah Griffin, cum laude.
Eldar Muhik.
Abigail Ray Sitterman.
Julio Gutierrez.
Zachary Wankier.
Jason Howard.
Caden Stewart.
Eric Graham.
Caitlin Piper.
Ryan Procaroni.
Elena Thorstensen.
Marlo Adeline Esperson.
Shantea England.
Oscar Chen.
Rachel Kahn.
Anthony Vera.
Simran Kareem.
Bakir Abdullah.
Morgan Roner.
Yusuf Alhawiti.
Brooklyn Waite.
Eli Lara.
William Slattery.
Jack Thomas Sorensen.
Liam Doctor, cum laude.
Eric Nelson.
Susanna Jones.
Mohammed Abdi Dalmar.
Molly Zacher, magna cum laude.
Candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Computer Engineering, Natalie Pluddle.
Bernard Lee.
Scott Crowley.
Samuel Hoyt Campbell.
Brandon Chen.
Casper Koblonsky.
Tristan Stotesbury. Jacob Montez.
Caro Wolno, summa cum laude.
Mohammed Abdurrahman Al-Haidis.
Alexander Ingold.
Ben Van Hoos.
Andrew Franz.
Benjamin Broadus Leaptrot.
A.J. Harris.
Alexander Crane Charters V.
James Bridger Brandt.
Dalton Owens Clift.
Tanner Ashby.
Mohammed Fateh.
Bronson Plum.
Zayad Ibrahim Youssef.
Zachary Atherton.
Johnny Palacios Torres.
Alexa Joy Spink.
Saeed Al-Jaberi.
Sai Mehta.
Brady J. Smith.
Nicholas Taylor Colt, magna cum laude.
Nathan Jeffrey Hummel. Salwa Bukhari.
Kennedy Jung-hee Powell, cum laude.
Samantha Hirsch.
Candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Civil Engineering. Daniel Fendler.
Philip Daniel Wright.
Anna Roberts.
Candidate for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Computer Science, Anna Marie Sergakis.
Alexander Carter King.
Judd Grazel. Joanne Sung, magna cum laude.
Ryan Pappas.
Qianlong Chen.
Brigham Shelton, magna cum laude.
With a double major in games, Jack O'Donoghue, summa cum laude.
Trevor Todd Jensen.
Eric Jeffrey O'Donoghue, cum laude.
Caden Harris.
Ali Tariq Kurgay.
Oliver Schick.
Braxton Booth.
Austin White.
Tyler Kurt Gordon.
Gabriel Valdez.
Kevin Claiborne.
Susanna Poots.
Olivia Johnston.
Tommy Averett.
Alexandra Neubauer, magna cum laude.
Lauren Phillips.
Sierra Elise Johnson.
Olivia C. Trainer.
Boutros Ajami.
Jacob Lewis Lutiri.
Brian Dong, magna cum laude.
Elisha Deschini.
Kai Lamoureux.
Natalie Koch.
David Friedlander.
Garrett Clark Bolo.
Hake Gansert. Andrew Campbell.
Izatala Arif.
Savine Park.
Ernesto Alexander Robles.
Duncan Magendas.
McCade Tracy.
Marshall Maddle.
Bryson Cheshire.
Caleb Walker.
Harold Ray Clark III.
Jeremy Cruz.
Mitchell Schwab.
Clarence Park.
Miles Haynes.
Daniel Thomas Detwiller.
Perla Glisson.
Michael Bruger.
Easton Hopkins.
Mateo Lopez. Rohan Kudu.
Luis Guilherme Garcia Rundão de Proença Gonçalves.
Colby Hoy Pham.
Gonzalo Felipe Segura Garcia.
Brian Bettinson.
Drew Becker.
Jansen Chase Alphin, summa cum laude.
Rafael Pina.
Antonio Arceo.
Jacob Madrid.
Aspen Malaya Evans.
Candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Construction Engineering, Dustin Perkins.
Jung Hoon Oh.
Samuel Patrick Coburn.
Kyle Curtis.
Jeremy Jarecki.
Cameron Robert Levizu.
Jake Hallen.
Gregory Maxwell Bower.
Ezra Patton.
Cooper Hatch.
Michael Natovic.
William Mecklenburg. Jonathan England.
Jarrett Davis.
Calvin Kong Tu, magna cum laude.
Talmadge Andrew Robinson.
Brandon Walters.
Candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Chemical Engineering, Trevor Barlow.
Jordan Taylor.
Kevin Chandler.
Thomas Adie, magna cum laude.
Shaylee Renee Larson.
Kevin Nguyen. William Meldrum.
Paige Quigley Leland.
Hunter Michael Schmidt.
Jacob Olson.
Jason Leduc, cum laude. Aiden Letheby, cum laude.
Caden Alderson.
Natalie Nagel.
Conrad Dewar.
Jacob Alexander Jen.
Daniel Crockford.
Nicholas Mounson.
Nikolai Sage Andreas.
Alex Ray Tingy. Albert Zhang.
Sunil Khatri.
Curtis Lin.
Samuel Fisher.
Jonathan Atsushi Fairbanks.
Paxton Gray.
Julia Wynn.
Sadie Ann Bowman, cum laude.
Nathan Watanabe.
Rachel Grace Crawford.
Zoe Ewing.
Pietra dos Santos.
Brandon Nam.
Katie Isaac, magna cum laude.
Elvin Pock.
Nathan Robert Hansen, magna cum laude.
Sean Richens.
Nicholas Fontaine, summa cum laude.
Naoki Tominaka.
Benjamin Butler.
Dominic Utter.
Tyler Don Cassidy.
Hoitran Huitran.
Alex Montoya.
Cameron Davey.
Andrew James Meldrum.
Landon Roundy.
Onsiat Zara.
Jared Green. Hayden Henry.
Giselle Meza de la Cruz.
Stephen Karpadakis.
Farasat Sabur.
Amelia Clare.
Salem Alsney.
Mon Tran.
Garrett Jensen.
Bao Chao Pam.
Eric Molinet.
Rachel May.
Nathan Meggs.
Austin Heath, cum laude.
Ryan Rosines.
Braden William Pinder.
David James Wynn.
Kenny Ho.
Nico Iverson.
Nico Novak.
Alex Trevino.
Hannah Hauptman.
Serene Jeffs.
Justin Rogoshinsky, magna cum laude.
Isabel Roberts.
Joseph Wong.
Cleo Hancock.
Amy Mae Iverson.
Lauren Gilmore.
Logan Simmons. Ryan Berger.
Dylan Faylau.
Oliver Flatt. Jason Gibson.
Henry Ponce Orellana.
Jacob Horvath.
Katrina M. Lee.
Ethan Pippin.
Andy Simonson.
Nathan Wales.
Emily May.
Brandon Wortman.
Madison Sundberg.
Ross DiCaprio, cum laude. Connor Ball.
Michael Gammon, magna cum laude.
Carl Frederick.
Jordan Delahunty.
Michael Rudychek.
Paul Joseph Staples.
Jose Monteroso, cum laude.
Stephanie Patel.
Yeri Perez.
Lynn Doe.
Emma Kate Pinniger.
Brendan Postma.
Sheldon Jensen.
Connor Michael Clay.
Joshua Perkins.
Abigail Elaine Clay.
Andre Philippe Watson.
Barrick Roach.
Corianne Victoria South, magna cum laude.
Candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering, Mateo Ismodes.
Logan Peterson. Hunter
Franco-
Keene.
Franco Pinette.
Benjamin Fellows. Sean Lineback III, summa cum laude.
Emmett Schultz.
Ella Muskin.
Joseph Clyde McKay, magna cum laude.
Angelique May Eban.
Michael Platt.
Evan Joseph Dellinger.
Patrick John Dowling.
VJ Budge Raji Ria, magna cum laude.
Carrie Ann Moe.
Nicholas Hayes. Devin Schwer.
Samantha Simonich, also celebrating a degree in dance.
Bowden Archuleta.
Jeffrey Ray Perry.
Christopher Jack Jones. Nguyen Tran.
Ryan Wilcox.
Brigitte Gruel.
Dawson Michael Slaughter.
Tong Nguyen.
Thomas Alberto Jimenez.
Ian Timothy Argyle.
Francisco Javier Guzman.
Eric Yu.
Peter Timrick.
Michael Timothy Hart.
Alexander G. Larn.
Mary Emma Beatty.
William Hayden Brooks.
Candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Data Science, Sahith Jampala.
Cameron Williams.
Kayvon Kezeni.
Jacob Kuoha.
Candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Games, Luke Makani Schmidt.
Austin William Davis.
Nicole Martino.
Calvin Ho.
Lucas Ross. Kyle Kelly.
Tanya Arellano.
Kimberly Young.
Tate Cooper.
Sarah Ashman.
Joe Lauer.
Jeremy Cregan.
Alex Scheich.
Christian Cabrera.
Aria Burke.
Alexander Peruznia.
Chandler Schoenfeld.
Anthony Barcenas.
Simon Colley.
Wyatt Getson.
Jaden Fry.
Chandler Vu.
Jacob Nicholas Hurst.
Samuel James Hunt.
Nolan Craig McGee Strauss.
Spencer J. Grief.
Dimitri Baxter.
Lance Douglas Tallman.
Aaron Tang.
Peter Ross Sweeney.
Rylan Byer.
Parimal Raghavan.
Vito Kwong.
Noah Brockett Carr.
Alexander Martin.
Diego Alberto Andino Torres.
Finn Navadomskis.
Landon Beatty. Michael Bandrew.
Michael Offenberg.
Tanner Brown.
Will Graham.
Cameron Hooper.
Jonathan Chua.
Ezra Botansky.
Andrew Schaefer.
Oliver Galina.
Zachary Orville Sturdivant.
Adam Weinstein.
Hunter Bacchus.
Wesley Rui Fung.
Tyler Bartunik.
Caroline Henry.
Gonzalo Teo.
Austin Connor Firmazin.
Jeray Corquera, cum laude.
Rachel Elizabeth Kernett, summa cum laude.
Benjamin Joshua Mark Hugo.
Cade Chambliss.
Jake Erickson.
Andrew Tan.
Ricardo Francisco Nicolia Ramos.
Joshua Alexander.
Nicholas Oram.
Kevin Russell Allen.
Nicholas Johnson.
Andrew Holton.
Joshua Coons.
Anthony Hockenberry.
Chad Jensen.
Alexander Leland Langenwalter, cum laude.
Keone Hong.
Nicholas Tanner Benson.
Tyler Bolter.
Fred Bryson Bateman. Stephen McGee.
Max Wasilewski.
Lincoln Berbert.
Samuel Schmidt.
Nick Bowles.
Daniel Desaunier.
Harrison Brown. Natalie Windsor.
Saman Hajnaruzi.
Mike Klingsick.
Robert Prescaro.
Julian Lichty.
Riley Armbruster.
Alexander Barty.
Eli Stevenson.
Michael Brownstein.
Chase Jestland.
Connor Wood.
Benjamin Daniel Hamilton, magna cum laude.
Aaliyah Newman.
Connor James Phelps.
Erica Prestwich. James Lee Sayang.
Hamam Al-Oraimi.
Robert Lane Park.
Luke Roche.
Josh Lang.
Luke Bradley.
Naomi Leanne Emoto.
Cameron Thompson.
Sean Lowe.
Alexia Savas.
Matthew Searle Mader.
Alejandro Rial.
Richard Stephen Hibbs Jr.
Jessica Taylor Anstey Nichols.
Rafe McCormick.
Sarah Annalise Roberts, cum laude.
Gregor Gonzalez.
Libby Sudweeks.
Paul Rupar.
Kenzie Hogan.
Samantha Nielsen.
Emma Stillings.
Stephanie Leonard.
Shelley Marie Osterhout.
Siddhi Prashant Kame.
Pramit Chalice.
Xinyu Liu. Amy Gastelum.
Johnny Carlson.
Scott Mattis.
Rian Simpson, cum laude.
Trey Johnson Davidowski.
Spencer Scholl.
Tyler West. Cassandra Laxman.
Lauren Kochaver, magna cum laude.
Jose Donaldo Villatoro.
Coleman Parody.
Jacob Grayman.
Nikita Rabbit.
Carlos Ned.
Alexander Lee Colson.
Akadi Apino.
Robert Lee Nevar.
Nicholas Kaur.
Seth Hollavoy.
Yulong Liu.
Vivian Song and Sue.
Anirudh Anap Dagar, magna cum laude. Spencer Wilson.
Sterling Averett.
Morgan Lander.
Landon Leon Myers, magna cum laude.
Trevor Malpede.
Benjamin Andrus.
Davis Canby.
Levi Marland, cum laude.
Vincent Almeida.
Jordan Antonius Danby Lewis.
Lucas Reynolds.
Joseph Robert Hudspeth.
Mingji Han.
Jacob Scott, cum laude.
Roy Anderson Rector III.
Mina Mata.
James Edward Fulmer.
Gracie O'Neill.
Andre Tien.
Abigail Anderson.
David Carl Kingston.
Misha Joe Jensen.
Jasmine Sturlaxon.
Pierre Brosset.
Tianshu Lee.
Matthew James.
Chenyu Wang.
Ethan Teachman.
Yu Young Min.
Justin Ortel Bryant. Ahmed Al-Musawi. Siddhant Dataru. Jonathan Alden Sarmiento Nuttall. William Timpson. George Timpson. Riley Lawrence. Nicholas Collins, magna cum laude. Dallin Weatherford. Carlos Jesse Arce. Ryan Christopher Lundell. Zachary Stephen Martin. Thomas Carter.
Thank you all. Aren't graduations fun? As the Dean of the College of Engineering, I now confer your degrees. Undergraduates, you may move your tassels on your caps from the right to the left side. Graduates, you graduates may now move your tassel from left to right. Congratulations to all of you. I thank all of the staff members from the Dean's Office and the departments and the Huntsman Center who've made this event run smoothly. Monica Heaton and Tina Bradford have overseen the myriad details involved in planning this convocation. Special thanks to Daniel Tuutau and the Maywood String Quartet who provided our music. We invite you to enjoy the graduates' images and greetings on the scoreboard as the Grand Marshal, David Pershing, leads us in the recessional.